All right. So we're going to look at the AND function now. So um, one of the logical Excel functions. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so we can see, so we can quickly talk about it. All right. Okay. Now, if you look at the function we have here, you can see this is for let's look at the first case study. So this is for case study 2. This is for case study 2. I think at this juncture, I will stop my screen at first. Let me share my okay. So let me share the case study material so we can actually see what case study what show all windows. Okay, so let me just show all windows. Okay. So let me share the material. Okay, all right. So we can see the case study here for case study 2. So what we are basically told to do there is we are to refer to the sheet named compare two columns. Refer to the sheet named compare two columns, and you are to write a function that will return true if the numbers in value 1 is greater than 20 and the numbers in value 2 is greater than 25. Okay, so basically that's what we are told to do. Okay, if you have I believe you have the case study materials with you, and then if you're watching on if this is pre-recorded, I believe you have the case study materials with you. Okay, so you should be able to follow along, so I don't get to be dropping the screen, be stopping the sharing, and should be sharing the screen again. All right. So we have value 1 and value 2. So basically what we want to do here is to compare this value and this value, and then to see if if it's going to return a true or a false. Now we're going to use the AND function here. We're using the AND function. So you can see this says and if and A4 is greater than 20 and B4 is greater than 25. So A4, which is 45, is greater than 20 is true, and B4, which is 33, is greater than 25 is also true. Now because both of the criteria are true, because both of them are true, then the final result becomes true. Yeah. So for the AND function, the rule for the AND function is for the function to return false. Okay. For the function to return false, just either of the criteria needs to be false or one of them needs to be false. So if either of them is false or one of them, if the two of them is false, sorry, if the two of them is false, the two criteria is false, or one of them is false, okay, then the AND function will return false. Now the AND function, the golden rule is just that the AND function returns false if at least one of the arguments is false. If all the arguments are true or the criteria are true, the AND function will return true. But if at least one of them is false, the AND function is going to return false. And basically, that's what you have here. if you look at this, because what we're trying to compare here is this. Now we're trying to check two criteria. Okay, if I copy that out, so this is what we're trying to this is what we're trying to compare. Yeah, so to validate that, if we highlight all of this and then we say and, yeah, and then we say and then we pick this, which is A4 greater than 20. And we also pick this, which is B4 greater than 25. And then we close the bracket and press Ctrl and Enter. So you can see this is true because both of them are true. This is false because both of them are false. This is also false. This is also false because though if you look at it, 15 is not greater than 20. 15 is actually less than 20. So it means that the first test is false and then the second test is true. But because the first test is false, Excel returns false. Okay, so that is how the AND function works. In as much as one of them is false, the function is going to return false. Okay, so let's take a look at another example of the AND function. Now, in this example, what we're trying to do is to test if the sales that is recorded in this column B actually falls within these two dates. That means if it falls within 17th of September and 23rd of September. And writing such formula, it's quite easy. So the first criteria is to say A5 is greater than B1. Yeah, because this is the last date. The date is between this and this. So it has to be greater than this or yeah, less than or equal to this. That shows that this is the maximum date. Okay, so if any of these dates fulfills this criteria, yeah, if any of these dates fulfills this criteria, or okay, if any of these fulfills this criteria, it returns true. Otherwise, it will return false. Yeah, so the function we can use there is the AND function. Yeah, so the function we can use there is the AND function. So in this case, if I take this out, and then I have my equals to, yeah, just to practice. So we have our equals to and, yeah, so we pick the first date that we have here, which we expect to, we pick the date that we have here, which we expect to be greater than the date here, right? And then we pick the dates we have here again, which we expect to be less than or equals to the date we have here, right? So what we're going to do now is to fix this row 1. So we fix the row 1, and then we also fix the row 2. So we can press our Control and Enter. So can you see? So when we have 11th of September 2029, 11th of September 2009 is out of this range. Yeah, it's out of this range. So that means it is false. But if you look at this, 18th of September 2009 is within this range. That means it is true. Okay, that means it is true. So this is false, yeah, because it's out of that range. And then this is true because it is within that range. Okay, it is within that range. Now, if you look at it, which one of these tests satisfy this criteria? Very simple. Yeah, very simple. Because you can see 17th of September 2009 here, you see 18th of September 2009, meaning that A2, which is this, is greater than B1. Okay, is greater than B1. So this satisfies this true criteria, right? Satisfies this true criteria, which means that it is true. Yeah, because it is greater, and at the same time, it is also less than or equals to B2. So it satisfies this criteria, not just the first criteria. It actually satisfies both criteria because it is in between. So you can see that A12, which is 18th of September 2009, is also less than or equals to B2, which is 23rd of September 2009. So it's actually true for both criteria. Now, if I copy this out, just for us to validate, and then I paste here. Yeah. And then I also copy this out. Yeah. And then I paste here. So if I say, if I indicate my equals to here, that gives me true. And also indicate my equals to here. So that also gives me true. So in this case, it is what? It is true. All right. So basically that's it for the AND function. So we have case 2 and case 3 for the AND function. Now in the next session, we'll consider more examples. We'll move further to consider examples using the OR function. Thank you and see you in the next class.